right, folks. So I made a post on a lot of social media outlets. I think I posted on Twitter, YouTube, Community Tab, and a few other places. But I said, okay, given that I have a extended break between now and when Sisters returns, Bruh's coming back April 11th. But like I said, I'll review the first few episodes. But if I don't get a lot of traction on the videos, I'm just not going to review it. And Zatima season 3, I'm guessing, comes back in early to mid-May. But, I have a lot of, free time. But I said, hey, what's a Tyler Perry related question or topic that you haven't seen me do a video on that you'd like me to talk about? This is a very broad question and encompasses so much. Like, are there any Tyler Perry shows you want me to talk about, or movies or characters, or, anything Sisters related? Like, hey, I haven't heard you talk about this or that. So, you know what? I think that might be a fun idea. Like, hey, Jeremy, could you go back and watch such and such episode from this show? I think that'll be easier on me. It's like, hey, why don't you talk about For Better or Worse, or If Loving You Is Wrong, or something? Like, if you give me a key episode to go back to, then yeah. But all right, the question has only yielded one answer so far, but I posted it, yesterday afternoon. I said, okay, what's the question you want me to talk about? And Ewell Kennedy on Twitter said, now that we know who Gary is, was pushing Jasmine a real accident? It's like, maybe that'll be a fun video series, like Tyler Perry Sisters, knowing what we know now. It's like going back to older seasons, and it's like, well, hey, based on the character we're seeing in season 7, did this hint, did we get some foreshadowing back in like season 3? I don't know. But that is a very good question. I personally think that Gary did do that on accident, because, like I said, going back all the way to season 1, I said, yo, me, I love me some, Crystal Lee Naomi, and I love Jasmine, but in that situation, it was self-defense. I don't think Gary meant to throw Jasmine off the roof of the parking garage. If you go back to that scene, he was literally trying to de-escalate the situation the entire time, because he left Andy's apartment, he went to the parking lot, saw that his car was literally trashed, and then Jasmine popped up out of nowhere taunting him, and then he just left. He just decided to leave. But that's when she mentioned his dead mother's death by fire, and then started dumping the urn in the gas tank of the car, which she set on fire too. And then that's when he tried to stop her. But then that led to her wailing on him with the baseball bat, and then until he ended up grabbing the end of the bat, because she was literally, he kind of like with Hayden being chased around with the bat by Fatima. The difference is Fatima was wrecking his car and wrecking all of his shit, but Jasmine was literally pulling a Harley Quinn and going ham on Gary to the point where he was on the ground, but then he grabbed the other end of the bat. And the first time he put hands on her was backhanding her, because, like I said, the whole domestic violence thing, this, in my opinion, was self-defense. It was self-defense. Gary tried to not only tried to de-escalate the situation, he tried to walk away. But then that's when she started jumping on him, literally, getting up on his, wrapping her legs around, basically putting Gary in a position I would pay to be in. Okay, sorry about that. I shouldn't have said that. Anyway, so basically it got to the point where, she's like clawing at him until, he's just trying to get her off. And then it just so happened to be over the edge of the parking garage roof. And then she landed back first on that car. So, yeah. So again, is the Gary in that situation kind of a foreshadowing of the Gary we saw when he allegedly, and I say alleged because, the way the scene played out, where Andy woke up, I had a nightmare about a woman, bleeding and stuff. So I don't know. I mean, Penelope could be alive, could not be alive. I don't know. Those writers did a decent job with that, because now it's like we're questioning everything. I mean, you could easily say, bro, she's dead. I mean, you had the guys coming up and cleaning up. She's dead. That is a possibility. Very possible. But the way they linked it up with Andy's nightmare, you just never know. But to me personally, if Gary wanted Jasmine dead, I feel like he would have done it a while ago. I mean, rather than going through a whole divorce thing. So to me, I think that Gary definitely played a role in breaking Jasmine as a person to making her into this deranged woman we saw in season 1 onward. I think he was responsible because remember when he told Andy, it's like, you know, her and her whole family's crazy and this, and I'm like, maybe they weren't so crazy. From the isolation to the control and the numerous affairs and whatnot, I definitely think, and I remember doing a video like this, what was it, late season 6 or early season 7, I said, looking at Penelope, she definitely could have been who Jasmine was when she first got together with Gary. But then Jasmine is the result of years of being with this, manipulative, cheating piece of crap. And I think if Penelope would have continued down the path of being with Gary, Jasmine would have been her future. Same thing with Andy. I mean, that could have been who she turned into. So personally speaking, no, I don't think Gary intentionally tried to kill Jasmine in that scenario. But I can honestly see why people would think that. I just don't think that's the case. So, yeah. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Do you think that Jasmine was really the victim in that situation? It's kind of funny, though, because, you have Penelope who just confronted Gary with a photo and then she got murked. But then you got Jasmine who's like, I know you're a cheating pile of crap, so I'm just going to go ahead and make your life hell. So, yeah. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Like and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next video.